All right, let's watch this. New Liquid Guild documentary, The Pursuit on How to Claim World First. All right, let's take a look. That's an intro. There we go. Great introduction. This is brand new. It's from the recent tier. Queen Ansarak.
Oh, this is pure fun. This is the most fun thing that any of us do.
so sick.
It's just cool that we get paid to do it, and then also people think it's cool to watch it. I mean, we literally did this for free / paid money to do this for years before anyone ever cared about it. So yeah.
Yeah, that's like a really good way to talk about like streaming in general, or like if you have a passion and then you do it anyway, and then it becomes a career for you. It's like, yeah, this is what I wanted to do anyway. Like, this is awesome. Like, yeah, it's really well said.
For the guild, Race to World First is their Super Bowl. So while they're here competing in that.
Sorry, to expand on what I just said though, it's if you don't have a passion for something and you try to get into something just to make the money, like when someone says like, well, how do I get into World First to make money? What kind of question is that? Like, no, you have to be, first of all, you have to be good. Second of all, you have to have the passion to where you would have done it even if you didn't get paid because you just like doing it. But you would never get into a Race to World First to make money. And I would argue streaming is like very similar, right? You don't get into streaming to make money. You play video games because you like playing video games. You were going to do it anyway. And then you start streaming and hey, maybe you're actually good at it. And then maybe one day then you'll make money from it, right? So it's the other way around. But like streaming to make money is kind of like, can I get in the Race to World First to make money? Or like, it's kind of like asking like, should I get into playing basketball to make money or something? It's just like, it's so backwards, I think, right? The passion has to be there first.
It's my job to make sure that they have every single thing they could possibly need so that they can stay there, compete, focus, and not have to worry about anything else going on around them in the office, online, anything.
Feels like every race you feel like you should win. We feel like we're the best team if we prepare. It's almost like it's our race to lose.
Let's go! Is where it needs to be. 9.5% of the start of the cast.
Kill this!
I can't
With
wait
this
for the
race, I
next
think
tier.
we're pretty much more confident than ever. If we play our game and stay on track ourselves, we'll win. It's really just a matter of keeping the vibes up and keeping momentum and all that sort of stuff.
Day before.
They wrapped up splits this morning, and they're going through heroic right now. So it's the first day. It's the last day before Mythic starts. And it's the first time in a while that we've had a day where like tomorrow we're gonna instantly go into Mythic. For the last like 4 or 5 tiers, they've had Mythic and Heroic Week launch on the same day. So that's exciting.
True. Day one.
I would say the vibe of the guild is very casual, but in a competitive good way. Like they're very lighthearted when they're streaming, lighthearted when they're raiding.
Ooh, let the dogs out.
Oh, wow.
They're always joking around. I'm sure you've heard many.
Wait, I never saw this. What was this?
Oh.
Is that like a GM or something? Is that like a game master like messing with them, or is this like a toy? Maybe it's just a toy. Okay, just a toy. I thought a GM like was like trolling them. Like, that's kind of funny. I love when GMs do that. Like in Season of Discovery, the GMs were messing around with us. Like when we were trying to kill that Kazdamu boss, and it's just awesome. I love like that interaction with the GMs.
Wow.
They're always joking around. I'm sure you've heard many of the memes from previous races that have continued into our Race to World First content.
That was some nuggies.
Do not talk whoever that was again, but that was hilarious.
And our announcements.
Nuggie?
The new memes that just show up out of nowhere. Particularly, they seem to come from Shaq.
Yep.
Anybody in the guild, you just say it one time. I think Tobo has one this time that he started. I probably can't repeat it on camera, but you want me to say it?
I don't know what that...
Type the type shit. The liquid up.
Dude, what?
Is it wait, liquid?
Liquid up. Liquid up.
Wait, what are they saying? I don't... Oh, okay. Type crap. Type crap. Okay.
Nah, but I mean, it's fun. It's good.
Yeah, so people just say things randomly. The vibe in the guild is very silly, but when they need to be serious, they lock in. They all work together, and they just like get the job done every time.
But servers are coming up. There we go. As predicted, they have all of our players logging in.
There we go.
Second plots.
It's crazy that Lip and Atlas just continue to stand in melee and said, what grid? Yeah, well, you know, no problem. It was a world second and US second.
Bad cadence.
Wow.
Don't even need to. Perfect.
Easy.
World second, not even world first.
Second bot. Do not cleave him, or I'm gonna blow up.
This is it. It's a coin-based world first.
World first.
There it goes.
Wait. They did Sikron third? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, I was like thinking it was the fourth boss for some reason. Like, what? Okay, yeah,
like 25 seconds. Damage stacking higher and higher, and the whole team didn't drop below half health before they killed it. That is going to be another world first for Team Liquid.
Burgers. I love the behind the scenes, dude.
Can you just tell me what these are? What's the deal with these?
So our old manager that used to be with us with Complexity, he just sends us cookies every tier.
Oh yeah.
Wait, the Complexity guy is sending him cookies? That's actually kind of funny. Like, they were Complexity Limit and now they're Liquid, but they still get the Complexity cookies. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. It's a pretty good deal. Cookies for life? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Boomy. I play DPS and tank. Right now in this tier I'm playing Windwalker and Warrior mostly. I actually didn't know anyone before I joined, like, personally. The only other like really high-end guild that I played in was Vodka, and Vodka is kind of notorious for not really preparing a lot. Like, they don't play PTR even. They don't really do any preparation, so it's completely different. We've prepared like 12 to 14 hours a day for months leading up to the tier. So,
bro, people are like these past few weeks have been like saying, hey Zara, would you ever get into Race to World First in upcoming races? Did you just hear this, man? 12 to 14 hours a day for the prep for weeks. That is insane. That is some incredible dedication. Like, you got to put respect on that, man. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's crazy. I wonder if any of these people have kids. That just seems like 12 to 14 hours a day for like a week or two seems doable, but for weeks on end, that's crazy dedication.
So, very different. I think a very important thing to like keep me sane was just hanging out with everyone. I think doing it solo would have been impossible, and everyone's company definitely helped a lot.
When you think about it, right, 20 players in the raid.
Mm-hmm.
If you make 2 mistakes a night, and every player makes 2 mistakes a night, that's 40 wipes.
All right, we should just die. We're dead eventually. Okay. Guys, that was criminal. Alice, take a lap around the middle of the pro lab.
He's telling him to take a lap. That's golden, bro. Yo, take a lap, Alex. Go take a lap, bro. You can't wipe us like that.
Pro lab vibes is no smiling, fully locked in.
Yep, because we had a protocol in place where the pro lab could not be happy
That's
like
great.
that. And we ended up somehow being in the pro lab.
We're not allowed to be happy.
Why not?
It's a new rule. It's a new rule, yeah. It's the rule of the day.
Just stay locked in, stay mad. No smiling. Boomy smashes a desk or 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I destroy those every day. Every mistake, it is another desk.
Oh yeah, resetting is not easy.
Every time we smiled in the pro lab, we had a walkout because we couldn't have that in there.
Yeah.
Let's go. Get the eyebrow raised. All right, I'm piecing. I'm out.
All right, September 19th.
Yeah. You have the master on a spider.
I think it's Thursday.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, I don't know.
I don't actually know.
It dies tonight. It dies tonight.
It is gonna die. It's definitely.
I'm not kidding. Oh, the boss. Great.
What else?
So they're
are they
just trying to get comfortable
about?
doing each and every
What?
single section, making sure that they're doing the markings correctly each and every time. Those are the things that they're working on right now.
And now we have to finish those and kill these ones.
Boom. Like somebody has hooked it there, but he just got with it.
He's so dead.
No, happy is good, but we need to get some information and go.
Can the DK crew bring this home?
Dude, just death strike, man. Just death strike till the end.
Yips, Perg, Scott.
Was this actually the kill?
3.95%.
No, okay.
We have swirls, watch swirlies. Just literally run around and dodge swirlies. No more. Scott has to be alive. Heal Scott, okay? Heal Scott. Scott can't kill him.
How many times has Brood Twister been nerfed since this? Like, because I feel like they one-shot the first 4, like pretty close to one-shot, like a couple tries, and Brood Twister took them 120 pulls or 119 pulls. That seems crazy. So it's been like many, many nerfs. So like this version of Brood Twister was probably like insanely hard, man. Like insanely hard. And the current version of Brood Twister, by the way, is still taking most guilds, what, like 50 or 100 wipes at least? Like at least? The super nerfed one?
Come on! Yes! Yeah! Oh, man. Nice job, bro.
Dude, it's so
That's the only. Oh, I'm so glad that boss is dead.
I'm just sitting there.
Oh my god.
Here we go. I wonder if they have any players at home that are not in the lab.
Dude, that was your first one, man. Feel good?
Yeah.
Dude, that's
first one. He's a world first virgin, guys. What a legend. First timer.
My name is Faizan, usually go by Faiz. I am the broadcast producer for the Race World First, and I'm there to ensure everything happens according to plan.
Holy crap, look at how many screens.
With Race World First in general, there's so many contingencies you have to plan for. We never know how long the race is gonna go on for, how long it'll take for each boss to die. With race in general, it's a really, really momentous occasion, and the fact that the guild only gets 1 or 2 a year makes it really, really special.
I can't wait for the next one,
we
bro.
only have 1, and I don't remember the last time we had that. And so it's really important that we clutch it out and that we just take the W home for NA.
That's my birthday, September 21st. Good day.
First pull of the day on Princess Kaiveza. We did a casual 14.65 down from 21. So life's good here at the race.
Are you in on the current fight?
Yeah.
Okay, how's it going? I've not seen, like, is it gonna die?
gotta do some cook.
You gotta
some
do
big
some
cook.
Okay.
Big cook. Sure. I don't know what the cook is, but someone will do some cook for sure.
Oh my
Resilience means to not let go on whatever you're chasing. I think that's the best definition I can come up with.
I think the best definition of resilience is like it reduces the chance that you're critically hit by a certain percentage.
Where even if you have to jump over hurdles, even if you have difficulties in your way, you're not looking back because that's not where you're going.
Building resilience over the course of the race is important. It's something we've done for years because there's never a time where it's just you start progressing, nothing goes wrong, and then you end, right? Like the whole point of this is there's like 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 small problems that need to be creatively solved on the way from beginning to end.
Kaiveza at the time was the hardest boss that I'd ever played by far. The individual requirement to stay alive was unlike anything I've ever seen or played.
The boss is still lower than the last time we went in. We could literally kill him. In your spot, personal hustle, not what I you.
This is such a fun boss.
We have the final grips of the phase. Inside the Spirit Link, a beautiful Dream Breath is going to heal everybody. And even though this damage is intense, the combination of Spirit Link, Totem, and Darkness has never been beaten. One of the strongest combos in the game.
The boss health
is where it needs to be. 9.5% at the start of the cast. We're subbing.
Wow.
At the end of the cast.
The damage is so high.
Just stay alive as long as possible with the cooldowns pop. Spy Master's being used. We are fully in execute.
I mean,
if there was ever a pull to get it done on, this is the one. 303 pulls into the boss.
Fury dies, but that's intentional. He enters Angel form. He's able to keep healing now without having to move, without having to dodge, without having to worry about mana. Impact is going to die still as well. Sevi goes down, does have Ankh available.
I never thought of that. You're immuning in 3, 2, 1, immune now.
Mage Paw Pipe.
This boss!
That's hype, dude.
A Coinbase
303 pulls,
next
dude.
is Prince of Kaiveza.
You call that pull W type?
Yeah, it was okay. It was like an L, like mid M. 2%.
It was mid?
Yeah, mid type.
Perfect.
And now we are moving on to the Silken Court. Dun, dun, dun.
Going dark is when the guild doesn't want any of their feeds or gameplay to be shown for anywhere between 30 minutes to a few hours to overnight. It's them protecting their secrets and just wanting to stay in an advantageous state.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Kaiveza was unexpectedly difficult. These types of bosses tend to happen. This is what they're here for. They're here to test their mettle against the encounter designers and the game designers at Blizzard, and it took them a bit longer than I think that they had hoped. They're still, I think, beating their opponents in their...
One of the things that seems really difficult is for Blizzard to design a boss that is killable, but not too easy. Because if the bosses are too easy, then like say like an entire tier could be trivialized if say Liquid killed all the bosses in a day before Echo could even log in. Obviously that would suck. Like people would be pissed. Like it would be terrible, right? But you can't make them so hard that the bosses aren't killable either, right? To hit that mark tier after tier seems really, really, really tricky. Obviously, they don't hit the mark perfectly. Some of the tiers are way too hard, and some of them are a little easier. But still, hitting it in that range seems really tricky, right? Seems really hard.
Their eyes, and that's the only thing that matters. We just pulled a 14.05 on the Silken Court after, I think, almost double that. I think it was 35.45. I got a good feeling about how we're doing on this boss.
If they had everyone alive here, this boss would have been it is absolutely killable, which is insane to me.
We're dying in a few seconds. I think I just take both bosses with externals at the end here. Yeah.
Huge them, bro.
And so biggest mistake there obviously was we didn't get the guy stopped.
Did you get stuck on Atlas from the first?
I changed my letter for all the webs earlier, and I changed it for one too.
The Quake felt really rough there.
No smile.
I know without the tank though. It was I don't know what it is, but that one literally
we just need to pull the boss. We have this boss is killable. If those two bosses were stacked in the middle, they would have been dead.
Dude, we get this boss. I'm a proc a third brick, dude. Like they're stacked.
All
right, lock in.
You have a second brick?
Yeah, of course.
You don't have the mage paw.
Took both the bricks, but then now there's gonna be 3.
Yeah, I think this needs to die tonight for Liquid to keep the lead.
We can kill this boss in an hour if we just get out of P1 every pull.
Red or blue?
This one a melee. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think one of the most impressive feats of a race to world first is not tilting after wiping for 10 hours straight, or 11 hours straight, or 12 hours straight, multiple days in a row. So you wipe for 12 hours straight, go to bed, wake up, wipe for 12 hours straight, go to bed, wake up, wipe for 12 hours straight, go to bed, wake up, and then not tilting that entire time. Like, to stay optimistic after 12 hours of wiping is so hard, right? Like, really not easy.
That's cool. We could have even had an extra rest. Let's go.
We gotta go. No new stuff. Let's not proc new wipes.
Lock in.
We need to one pull, man.
Oh my god.
We were still confident that the fight was going to die any pull, even when we were pulling at midnight. When we ended up killing it is basically as ideal as it can get. Obviously, if we killed it earlier, then great. We were definitely starting to get into that time where we'd be facing kind of like a sunk cost sort of issue. It was good timing.
Yips is dead. We can res Yips in 15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
Keep going.
Watch where you res him.
Keep Scott up alive. Give Scott an external now. Scott an external now.
We don't have Yips alive either. 5 seconds until that end rate coming in. Then the tanks are going to be.
How long do we have?
Forever.
It's editing. Just keep Yips alive.
Spell Scott.
How long do we have until the cast? Get ready for immunities. Get ready for my call.
Just put him.
1 more percent to down this boss. The AoE is going to be starting soon, but they don't.
3.
Come on, guys.
Let's go.
Never gets on. Oh my gosh. Alright.
It wins you races, man.
On to the queen.
That was a crazy lock-in. Oh my god.
You see that? Oh, let's go. So we should swap who starts the last phase. We probably should have.
P3's crazy. Let's fucking go Tish. Should have. Check my hand.
That's amazing. I was just doing arena. I got #1 on the ladder. Yeah. And then they killed me.
Wow. Dude, Trill is such a goat, man. He's over here getting world first. He's like, oh yeah, after the team went to bed, like I just stayed up and got rank 1 in the world on arena. And then like we're getting world first too during the day. Like what?
Oh my god.
How are you guys feeling?
Feel good.
Not happy.
Oh gosh.
No, you can't be happy. You can't be happy in the pro lab. Can't be happy. All right, no more happiness. No more happiness. That's right. No more happiness.
Relieved. Very happy. What time is it?
What time is it? 12:10. Thankfully, not 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
For me, it started out as something that my friend asked me to play, and I remember I made a Blood Elf Paladin, and I was just running around, wielding my sword, whatever. I got really attached to the story, and like the game just has so much going on that keeps me busy when I'm feeling maybe like stressed out or like I just want to relax. I can just log in and like be somebody else for a while. It's like a cozy, comfortable game for me. Because of that, I've met some of my best friends in my life. And we've gone to BlizzCon together. Like, I've been to BlizzCon 10 times. And growing up, I remember making fun of my brothers because they would play Warcraft 3. And now look at me. Now I'm the WoW player and I'm the one working in gaming, and just it's led to so many positive things. I really owe the game a lot.
Dope. Cool story.
Did you see? She just tried to take a bite. I've never seen her do that ever.
She's getting risky in her old age.
Just a little congratulations on getting that Silken Cord yesterday. How important was that for you?
It was super huge. We were going to stay up hours to kill it if we had to. Luckily, we killed it like right when we were going to end, which was really nice, and get some information on the boss before the reset. Maybe you know what to gear going forward, and it also gave me like all of today to think about and strategize the boss before we started, which was really effective.
My prediction coming in day was probably like tomorrow at the best. Probably Friday if you're like, just normal. Thursday if you're optimistic.
What he said.
Yeah, that's right, Drini.
Oh, get away, get to a fight. Get the shackles, do the infest here,
So going crazy would be thinking that we were beating our heads against these bosses.
New PB, focus boss damage for the PB.
246
We're
pulls.
just pulling it and just like, okay, well this time it'll go better. But that's not really what this is.
They're already like 300 pulls deep. They've been playing insanely well, and then to still have like that 15% is deceivingly long. It could be it could be a whole day.
It could be more even.
I can see this race going so many different directions where the boss not being killed today could be a multitude of factors. First and foremost, maybe the boss isn't killable, like at all. That would be a reason that the boss is not killable today. They have to reprog this boss with a third healer because it's actually unkillable. That could also be another reason. And I guess the last thing is like basically they end up having to wait for a blizzard nerf or something like that too, right?
That would, I think having any significant like health nerf would feel pretty bad. It could be one of those situations where it's like, oh, they just need one good pull and then it just like falls over or something. So my hope is that it just dies without any more nerfs. I think that would be like the perfect end to the race.
This is like an extremely complex problem-solving problem.
Nerfs get really tricky really fast, right? Because say a boss is too hard and it needs to be nerfed, which can happen, right? Because you don't want it to be too easy, like we talked about, and it's like too hard, and then you nerf the boss at like noon, and like Echo just went to bed, and Liquid is pulling, and they kill it right when the nerfs happen, which has happened before, right? Or vice versa, you nerf the boss at like midnight when Liquid's sleeping, and then Echo kills it after the nerf. It's like, whew, you got to be careful not only how large the nerf is, but when the nerf happens. And that almost seems like really tricky to time. Like you would have to do it kind of, I'm trying to think if there would be an ideal time. I guess it would be at like 7 a.m., like right when NA wakes up in like middle of the day for Europe or something, where like that would make the most sense to affect both regions somewhat equally or something like that.
Process. We are all, I think, more or less addicted to that, and that's why we like this. The harder the boss is, how long it's gonna take for the boss to die, that is just extends that process. Every single pull, you are getting better at something. You are fixing something as a group.
Everybody has to avoid standing on top of one of those essences as well.
So
that would be a disaster.
Yeah, we're able to make it through all 20 or so life here. Max boss damage coming in. These 5 acolytes need to be burned here. The last task we have on hand is killing all 5 of these, grabbing
boss
all,
is so low already,
it's
though.
10% at this point. Grab the essences, take the portal, do it properly, and this boss is likely toast. Can we see it here?
Yeah, 2 B-reses now available for them, but we can't afford to lose anybody still from this point because we just need all of that damage to kill this boss. The portal is down. 12 essences need to get picked up and taken through that portal, or else it will still be a wipe. 7% on the boss now, as we're going to see all the players heading over to TFT, saving the raid. Incredible play! As he goes and grabs the essence in the middle of nowhere and gets through this portal to prevent a wipe. 4% on the boss!
Sub 5%.
Rest. It's fine. Do not touch an essence. Do not touch an essence. Do not touch an essence and rest saying. Look,
an essence all the way at the end.
It's fine. Just do not touch the essence.
You can see it in Max's face, bro.
Come on!
The editing makes it so good. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. You can't even believe it, dude. Look at that. That's just pure passion, man. You love it. Oh, you love to see that. Oh my gosh. Oh man, what a moment. What a beautiful moment. Legendary, dude. THD. Oh my gosh.
Feeling good? Well, I feel, I mean, we're feeling amazing. I'm like sick, 0 hours of sleep. My voice has been gone for multiple days. So that all is kind of crazy, but obviously this is the happiest I've been in a long time.
I feel really good.
Just great.
They get world first and they sit down for an interview. It's like, how do you feel? I feel pretty good.
That was perfect.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I think we played as a guild completely insane. Every single day was like very, very productive, and I think like all around it cannot be upset about it at all.
It was absurd. I mean, just the consistency. We kind of dominated the whole time. It was sweet.
Probably the most dominant win we've had since the first one on N'Zoth.
Good point. I'll finish it up. But yeah, it was super dominant, as he said, and I feel like hopefully it just we can just keep a streak going from here.
There's this terrible feeling in the race where you know that if a guild is just as good as you, let's say Echo is just as good as us, when we raid for 15 hours and then they start their day at the same point we did, you expect any guild will do what we did in a little bit less time, because a lot of the time we spent was troubleshooting and figuring out a finalized product, and they wake up with that. So usually you just wake up and you have this pit in your stomach like, I hope Echo didn't get too far. And that never happened. this whole race.
I wonder, like, every morning when they woke up, like, the first thing everyone did is probably grabbed their phones and, like, insta tuned into Echo stream and, like, what's their prog at? Did we lose the race? Where, like have they killed the boss yet? Like, and then vice versa, same thing with Echo. Like, right when they wake up, like, where they at? All right, it's time to go, baby. You know, it has to be.
We didn't really have a bad day. Like, in every tier that we've lost, I can point to a day and it's like, man, we really fell apart on that day. That didn't happen this time. Maybe it's that, but there was more than that. I don't really know. What do you think? What do you think?
Extreme passion.
Extreme passion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Well said.
They were thirsty for blood.
Well said.
Who's they?
Us.
Why did you say they? Like, that's us.
Because it could be anyone.
It could be anyone.
Yeah, anyone's thirsty for blood.
Yeah.
Okay. Bro, that's by far the best play I've ever seen in this game. It's beyond clutch.
The comm was there's one way in the back.
Anyone grab it. Anyone grab it.
And it was like in the gloom, so anyone that has to go get it, you're using any mobility you have left to go get that thing.
Basically, there are 7 people assigned to pick up these essences in a pile. He is one of those people.
Okay.
Boom!
W.
And if someone hasn't picked up those essences, you instantly die.
During that part of the fight, like, I don't even look over there, so I heard someone say like far, and my heart like
I hear
dropped for a
backup,
sec.
and I'm like one of the backups, so I'm like freaking out, looking around while also trying to damage the ball. I'm like, okay.
So that was the best pull we ever had, and it was late at night, and we could have easily wiped to that.
Guys, I gotta move my camera. Look at THD's face. Look at THD's face during this explanation. He's just like, dude.
And he like soul burned to instantly cast a gateway mid fight, like just randomly gated and like saved the raid. To be fair, it was a sick play. To be fair though, I did watch PV. Dryny was 100% gonna get it. Did you see Dryny's PV?
Well, yeah, but
he would have done the exact same play.
Dryny would have done the exact same.
He probably would have went to the gate as well.
Yeah. Plus, Thud needed 3 time spirals to make that move. While Dryny was about to make the most spectacular move ever, and then Thud came in there with the use of 3 time spirals and just demonic circled it all around, and that's just how it went.
Oh no, it's over, man! Ah, crap. That was a really, really, really good video. This was just uploaded like a day or 2 ago to Liquid's channel, guys. If you missed it, it's The Pursuit, How to Claim World First. Really nice video there, man. Dude, when I'm watching this, it makes me so happy that we live in a timeline where we get such great race to world firsts. Like, not only are they really like relatively close, and they go back and forth on a lot of these tiers, so you actually get like a good, viewer experience because you don't know who's gonna win. But it's also NA versus EU. Because for a long time, it was really like, let's be honest, it was Europe dominated for like a really long time. There's 2 teams. Well, I mean, that's good. That's better than 1 team. And additionally, there's more like 3 teams because Method did really well last year. Let's be honest, right? But what I was just gonna say is it's so cool because for a long time the race was Europe dominated. It was just like EU versus EU, and NA was just like an afterthought. To see Liquid just like rise to this level is just so cool to see, man. We live in this timeline. Have you observed another timeline? Bro, you know what I mean? Like, in comparison to a timeline where there's only 1 guild and, it's not the NA versus EU rivalry, right? Method killed the boss a few hours after Echo. Yeah, and I think, did Method kill it in less pulls than Echo too? I'm not sure if that's true. But what I'm trying to say is Method's like right there, right? So it's pretty sweet. It's pretty great. We get you. It's better than total domination by 1 guild. Yeah, definitely. And just to make it sweeter, it's NA versus EU at the same time, right? It's also that. It's almost like Method is Echo of Echo. Yeah, a little bit. Servers are up in just a quick like 3, 4, 5 more hours from now. Yeah, should be good. Sweet. They need to make a release at the same time. I mean, I agree with that. Yeah, I've told this story so many times, guys, but it's just a really cool story to draw back on. So I'll tell it again, a little shorter this time, but like 5 years ago at BlizzCon, it might have been 6 years ago. It was like 5 or 6 years ago at BlizzCon. I was just sitting in the Hilton lobby. Might have been the Sheraton lobby now that I'm thinking about it. Might have been the Sheraton lobby or the Hilton lobby, either one. It was one of those 2 hotels, and Max is sitting there. And this is before Max started really streaming like Race to World. It was way before he started streaming Race to World first. It was before he started, he was like a massive streamer and stuff. And I think he came up to me and he's like, hey, Zar, or whatever. And, you know, we shook hands and I met him and I was like, oh, nice to meet you. And we were talking about Liquid, which was Limit back then, streaming Race to World first. And he was nervous. He was like, I don't know if I want to do it because we're not as good as Method. And I was like, Max, bro, like you guys are Limit. You guys are NA's #1 guild. You already have a massive name. You say you get world second or third, that's still a great show. And then you stream your rise to race to the top guild in the world. You stream the process of becoming the best guild in the world. I'm like, this is going to be awesome, bro. Like, I was just hyping it up. I was so excited for him. And then to see it happen, guys, it's just to see it happen years later. It's just been one of the most beautiful things to witness. It's just so awesome. So cool to see. It's really cool, man. It's really cool. Anyway, big Liquid fan. Happy to see him take the W. It's rad, man. It's rad.